And I came home to check what the comment was. And guess what the comment said? Ooh, yeah, hey, oh, yeah, we have our first hater.
Hello fellow gamers, Sonder here. Today I will present to you the configs, loadouts, and mods I currently use as a starting video for 2023. Also I did have voice recordings for this video, but they somehow got corrupted while editing this video, so I shall use the Chad Daniel voice for the voiceover instead. I will start with the configs I use, then the cosmetic and weapon loadouts for each class, then finishing off with the custom mods I use. Let's begin with the class specific configs for each class. Each weapon brings up a specific crosshair depending on the weapon slot, and mouse 5 is the universal command for the melee weapon, so that is why I will not keep repeating the same melee bind over and over to preserve your sanity. First up is Scout. His config is pretty straightforward. Mouse 1 brings up and shoots the scatter gun, and mouse 2 brings up and shoots the secondary. Left shift also activates the active weapons ability, such as the hype meter for the soda popper, and launching the bolts for the Sandman and the Rap Assassin. Next up is Soldier. He shares an identical config to Scout. Mouse 1 for the rocket launcher, and mouse 2 for the secondary. Left shift activates the active weapons ability, such as the Calm Angler's charged shot. Next up is Pyro, where their config is slightly different than the previous two. Mouse wheel up for the flamethrower and mouse wheel down for the secondary. Mouse 1 to attack with the primary attack, and mouse 2 to alt fire, such as the air blast and detonating the detonator's flare. Next up is Demo Man, who shares an identical config to Pyro. Mouse wheel up for the grenade launcher, and mouse wheel down for the sticky bomb launcher. Mouse 1 to shoot grenades and stickies, and mouse 2 to detonate the stickies, and to charge with an equipped shield. Next up is Heavy. Basically the same config too. Mouse wheel up for the minigun, and mouse wheel down for the secondary. Mouse 1 to shoot the minigun, and to eat lunchbox items, and mouse 2 to rev up the minigun, and to throw the lunchbox items. Next up is the Engineer. This config is a lot more interesting to explain. Mouse wheel up for the wrench, mouse wheel down for the secondary, and mouse 5 for the shotgun. This is the only class where I swap the primary and melee binds. I prefer it better for Engineer in my opinion. I also have a PDA bypass script. Mouse 3 to bring up the sentry blueprints, the 4 key to bring up the dispenser blueprints, the 5 key to bring up the teleporter entrance blueprints, and the 6 key to bring up the teleporter exit blueprints. Mouse 2 to rotate the blueprints and to pick up the buildings, and mouse 1 to place the building. Pressing any of the building keys again will automatically destroy the corresponding building and bring up its blueprint again. I also have a double EFT script, which is a Eureka Effect fast teleport script, with the Eureka Effect equipped. Pressing the R key will automatically bring out the Eureka Effect, and will automatically teleport you to your spawn. However, when you hold down the Shift key, and press the R key, while holding down the Shift key, you will automatically bring out the Eureka Effect, and will teleport you to your teleporter exit. It doesn't save a lot of time, but it saves time nonetheless. Very useful in the heat of battle. Next up is Medic. This config is not as complex as the engineer config, but still has a bit more to explain than the rest. Mouse 1 to bring up and heal with the medic gun. Mouse 2 to bring out and shoot the syringe gun. Mouse wheel down to use the medic radar script. This shows all your teammates' locations within your immediate range. I also have an SUV script. No, not the vehicle, the silent Uber charge voice line script, also known as Uber masking. This replaces your loud Uber announcement voice line with a more quiet voice line. You can also do mouse wheel up to use the voice line when you are close to 100% charge. Because if you don't,
I am fully charged!
Anyway, next up is Sniper. He has a somewhat similar config to Pyro. Mouse wheel up for the sniper rifle. Mouse wheel down for the secondary. Mouse 1 to attack. And mouse 2 to scope in the sniper rifle. Mouse 2 activates the crikey meter. Pressing the R key will also activate the focus meter on the hitman's heat maker. And finally, last up is Spy. This one is a bit more complex as well. Mouse 1 for the knife. Mouse 2 for the revolver. Hold mouse 5 to bring out and place his sapper. Shift for the invis watch. I also added a quick disguise script. Press the 1 key for an enemy scout. The 2 key for a friendly scout. The 3 key for an enemy medic. And press the 3 key again to see which medic gun the enemy medic is using. Press mouse 3 to undisguise, so you don't need to uncloak and attack in order to undisguise, which saves time and prevents you from giving up your location. And press the R key to bring out and to hold the sapper. For all you observers out there, I know you're watching me. I know you're in my walls. Please leave me alone. I haven't slept in 3 months. Anyway, that's it for the class configs. Now I will briefly talk about the other miscellaneous configs I use. I use a reset config. This resets and unbinds all the inputs I use when I switch classes. This prevents conflicting binds and keeps each class config separate. I also have a voice and text chat switch. Press F11 to turn on voice and text chat, and F12 to turn them off. And finally I have an auto exec, which holds all my settings commands as well as executing other configs. Now we will move on to part 2, my loadouts. I will be silent for this part, to not disturb the peace. Enjoy. Now for part 3, my custom mods. First I have a custom kill sound, which is CDI Ganon saying die. It is a many funny. Next I have an angel dust ambassador, to always remind me what I'm fighting for. Next I have a mod that decreases the amount of particles used for explosion. This helps me see things better. Next is view model overhauls for each class, along with a separate view model for Sniper's SMG. Having him hold it, like he did in that one winglet SFM animation. I also use a custom MVM mod that changes the money effect to make it easier to spot. And also adds a timer to the money to show when it will burn up. For my HUD, I use floor HUD. I also changed the logo to my name. Added a custom intro video that plays a TF2 parody of the Boondocks intro over the Valve intro.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right.
And I changed the main menu characters to my class loadouts. And finally, I used the standard issue Fimpyro model.
Why? 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 Why, oh God?
Laboratory tests have shown that humans, when meeting another human for the first time, automatically encode 3 key nuggets of information: age, race, gender. So, what the fuck's going on here?
And with that, the showcase has concluded. I will leave a link to my CFGs and my custom folder in the description for you to try out for yourself. However, keep in mind that these files have been tailored to me, and that one player's preferred settings are not equal to another, so I highly suggest that you do not simply plug these in and start playing. Instead, I recommend using these settings as a reference point for you to create your own personalized configurations and to see which settings work best for you. Thank you for watching to the end, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.